The bells both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond.
Right card! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Pass somewhat off target.
They don't make them like Diego Maradona anymore, Peter.
Certainly don't, and I imagine the plan for his team will be just give him the ball.
Completely. He's a player who always has been streets ahead. So good that managers were forced to come up with unique systems just to try and deal with him. Not that it's helped them very much. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Maradona. Ruben Neves. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Maradona. And that's a good ball. And this is Messi. He's tried one! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Maradona. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Maradona. And he's been shifted off it. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Flamengo yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cafu. Gets a good foot in there. Engages and forces him off the ball. Maradona. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he was quick to react. Ruben Neves. A probing pass. That's the keeper's ball. Maradona. Nicely weighted ball. Half an hour played now. Now this could be a chance. Pele. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That is a great pick out. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's trying to hit the front line here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
It's a good-looking delivery. Maradona. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, good spread. That's a pretty loose pass. No, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he shoots! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is...
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Flamengo are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Here we go again then. Flamengo carrying a 1-goal lead. Cafu. Rijkaard. Cafu. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Maradona. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Pass is just off target. Gattuso. Oh, easy pickings there. Rijkaard. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Pele can see things others simply cannot. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! That was mighty close. Tries to pass it through. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bastoni gets it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
In towards the back stick. And he's gone looking for safety. Referee's given a throw. Threads one in. Hoisted in. Oh, important interception. Pele. It's Maradona! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's played through for him. He is through here. Flamengo leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Maradona. Gattuso cannot be beaten that easily. And it's Davids. Jorginho. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Flamengo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's intervened well there. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Might be danger here. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And this is Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. He's played it long. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Just 5 minutes left. Another pass just keeps it ticking. Cruyff! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Cruyff really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Flamengo really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That is good alertness. And it's Palmer. Serginho, not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. That's good vision. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. Well, we're on the way.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
No, he's just misjudged that one. That is good alertness. Costa Curta. Haaland. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pele. Pele! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bastoni clears it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Atletico Mineiro are looking to go forward now. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Well, that has not gone well. Eto'o, Ibrahimovic, Eto'o, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's made its way to him. Chance here to counter. Still goalless at the moment. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Chance, surely! Goal! Atletico Mineiro! And Atletico Mineiro score first. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Atletico Mineiro have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Dixon. And here's Ibrahimovic. Foot in. Davids succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's a key interception. The ball has bounced loose now, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Rijkaard. Now that's a lovely... It's Ibrahimovic! And the counter is on. Mbappe distributed tidily. And that's put paid to a promising move. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Neymar. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckenbauer, Mbappe. De Ligt calmly anticipates. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Flamengo have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Cannavaro cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Marquinhos. Tries to play it through. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ibrahimovic. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Flamengo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Haaland. Rijkaard does well to get it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Beckenbauer. Played into space out wide. He's got away. Pele. Davids. And here's Haaland. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. Real chance! And they win it back again. Flamengo still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Out to the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Atletico Mineiro needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Manuel gets it away. Flamengo have reclaimed it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! Flamengo are level! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Flamengo grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is out of play. And here's Lewandowski. And it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a lovely, neat pass. He came in hard, very hard. Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free. Has a look and place it forward. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Knocks it into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Flamengo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's well spotted. Quality ball. Bebeto. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's... Can he finish? Goal! Flamengo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
So we have a breakthrough. Lewandowski! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? Cleared without complication. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Lewandowski.
Atletico Mineiro really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Bebeto. In with the challenge. I think we're just about done here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's there to retrieve it. We are into stoppage time. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Lewandowski. And the referee brings it to a close. Flamengo have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Well, how will we look back on that?
Flamengo really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the people of Buenos Aires do their football like no other people. So different to anything else you will see anywhere else. There really is no imitating this. There is certainly no improving upon it. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this fella, Reece James, is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Lukaku. Flashes it across. Crossed in once. Terrific header. Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Davids. He is just caressing the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rodri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! No mistake! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Flamengo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Rodri. And he's heaved it away. Flamengo have it back and can go again. Ibrahimovic charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's onside. Oh, well played, well played. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, that's fabulous. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? And that has been cut short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicely weighted ball. James made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chance here to counter. This looks promising. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been cut out, well played. Gattuso threads one in. Davids. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Eto'o. Davids. He's picked his way through. Davids has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
He's done very well to get to that.
Ibrahimovic.
Clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rodri. And here's Haaland. He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Haaland. And it's Ibrahimovic. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, that's an excellent interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. James, who's set up one goal so far, pinches it off him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Flamengo are looking to break at pace. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. We are into stoppage time. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Flamengo get the ball rolling for the second period. That's a pretty loose pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rijkaard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played back in. Pass somewhat off target. Pele. Chouameni calmly anticipates. And it's been given away. Now it's Eto'o. And he's managed to get free. Played in. Big header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Davids. Played out to the right. And back to the keeper. And now they can clear their lines. It's a promising position. Danielson will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's played in. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Cannavaro clears it away. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Eto'o.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Lukaku. Lukaku! Goal! Flamengo! And again they hit the front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That is ended up in no man's land. Flamengo have got it back and they'll have another go. Rijkaard. Gattuso, the man synonymous with solidity. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Pelé. He is through here. Nice physical challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's Ibrahimovic! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Flamengo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Stoichkov. Quality ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Taken back almost at once. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper. He did well. Danielson. Now that looks a decent ball. Gets into some space. Cross needs... There's the header! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Rodri has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Stoichkov. Cannavaro cuts it out. Chouameni goes sliding in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Look at the space here. Cleared without hesitation. The ball has bounced loose now. Gattuso. Back into the middle. Knocks it out wide. Pedro Porro tries a cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now the ball's gone astray. Pedro Porro. Roberto Carlos. Played back to the goalkeeper. And he can clear it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Flamengo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through,